So, you know what I learned today? I learned that I can't walk on water. You know, people come to you and they expect you to almost have superhuman traits. You know, when they are short tempered, when they are disrespectful, when they are spiteful, you're supposed to be long suffering, understanding, kind, compassionate, and basically a doormat because they can come and dump everything that they're going through on you as if it's your responsibility, as if you're responsible for their drug habit, as if you're responsible for their alcoholism, as if you're responsible for keeping them happy and supplied with all the things that would make them happy without any time or attention toward you when they are feeling great. Only when they feel bad do they show up to somehow find a reason or a way to blame you for what they're going through. And giving them a blast out here doesn't really help. It doesn't matter because they really can't see that they are not being a good friend to you by asking you and putting you in that position in the first place. But I can't walk on water. I never said I could, and I'm not trying to do it anytime soon. Because I recognize that if you really want a miracle in your life, here's what it looks like. It's hard work. It's daily hard work, not just work for a month or, a couple of days or a week, but it's a couple of years of hard work, doing the same thing day in and day out without any fanfare, without any pat on the back, without any relief from it. And at some point you start showing success and everyone thinks you got there overnight. They really believe you got there overnight. And they might see you working, but they don't understand that just because you're not out there sweating in the sun, that your work isn't just as hard, just as taxing, just as mentally exhausting to have to always be on your best, to have to always have a word of encouragement, to have to always be kind and considerate when you would rather be truthful and straight to the point. The diplomacy that it takes to hold on to a job is amazing. Anyone who's ever held on to one longer than 4 months will tell you it's hard. So I've stopped listening to or taking counsel from people who haven't worked 4 or 5 years, who haven't at least been sober for about that same amount of time. I don't know why I would pay attention to whatever you have to say to me if the truth be told, because you don't know what it's like to walk a mile in my shoes. And I don't get to 22 years clean and sober overnight. And if I'm 61 and I've only been sober 22 years, I might know a little bit of something about not being sober, because I was actually not sober longer than I've been sober. So I know a few things about how you manipulate people to give you what you want, the way you want it, when you want it, because that's the diseased brain thinking. And it is cunning, and it's forceful, and it's angry when it doesn't get fed. I know it. I used to be it for a long time. So you can't play games on me. You can't run game on me at all. And here's the thing. I don't ask anyone who is close to me to change their behavior. I never have. I don't make it a prerequisite that you be sober or you can't have me as a friend. But what I won't stand for is someone thinking, because I'm not doing it today, I don't know the behavior. I don't recognize the behavior and the aftermath. I know it all. And I chose to walk away from it for a reason. Because the way I feel today towards some people is the way I was making other people feel toward me. Their heart were breaking, and they couldn't tell me. Their hearts were breaking, and they could not tell me because I was in no state of mind to hear it. I remember. That's the painful part of this, is I do remember. And you can love someone with all your heart, mind, and soul, but you cannot help them at some point. And you have to be able to go through the pain it's going to take you to suffer and be without them, if that's the next best thing for them, is to not have you as the cushion, the fallback, the codependent. Everyone wants a miracle cure. They want things to happen quickly. They want the job quickly. They want to save up the money they want for the down payment on the house quickly. They want the car bought and paid off quickly. They want all these things quick. And they don't recognize that you might be in a position financially one day to do all of that stuff. But if you don't get control of the thing that's controlling you, you'll lose it. You'll lose it all quicker than you got it. That I promise you. So, this was a bit of rambling. It's a way of saying hello and goodbye to some people. It's a way of also letting them know that although I never asked for them to be sober in my presence, I just didn't want to be part of the drama when they weren't. I never want that brought to my doorstep for any reason, ever. And I deserve that. My right as a 61-year-old man is to live the rest of my life the way I want to live it. I have that right. And your respect toward me is to allow me to live my life my way, as I've allowed you to live yours your way, as long as it doesn't include me financing your habit. Can't do it, won't do it, and if I did it in the past, shame on me. I will not do it anymore. I want you to have your miracle season too, but it starts with you believing you deserve it. It starts with you believing that you can earn it for yourself. And then you can look me up at some point and say, thank you for loving me enough to kick me to the curb. I can wait.